Hi traders, welcome to this week's midweek market review by Trade Genius. We're looking at Denmark and their currency against the euro. There is a very interesting trade which we're about to present you with. Just before we get there, so far this week, guys, we've looked at the US S&P. Remember, we're coming up towards the midterm elections in the US. Historically, this has seen a bull rally on the US S&P 500. But at the moment, just before that build-up, we've seen a quick sell-off there on this ranging market, just from above 2,021 points all the way down to below 1,984 points. Okay, guys, you can see that swing there. Without further ado, let's look at some of our technicals. We're going to focus now on the currency, obviously, the Danish Krone, basically. There have been comments out from the central bank over there in Denmark which have referred to the current monetary policy of the Eurozone, that is the quantitative easing and the asset purchases, as putting a lot of pressure on their currency and their housing market, which may mean that they're going to have to actually reduce interest rates there. Interest rate reductions could obviously weaken this currency quite a lot. Now, when you put that against the Euro-US dollar, which we see here, in the crosspair, you have a euro and a DKK. So that Danish currency against the euro here is obviously showing you the recent downtrend on a monthly level, which means that their currency has been very strong against the euro. And if we see them reduce rates, you might see a reversal here. So their currency would get weaker and the euro DKK would go up. Obviously, and be a bullish market there. We can see a very strong support level here. I've been highlighting with the circles and the lines here as a make or break point round about 7.420 levels. So if this holds up, then we could expect for next month mainly, perhaps that's October, to see some bullish momentum. On a weekly chart here, guys, you can see a lot of heavy spikes forming, which means that at some point this market has been trying very hard to make a reversal in its technical pattern, and now we have the fundamentals that might finally support that. You see here on the weekly chart, I've just circled here a reversal pin bar candle there, as a doji candle, so again giving hints towards possible reversals on this pair. It's looking good for traders who are thinking of going long, and obviously after a lot of heavy selling there, a natural pullback makes sense. There's the final support again around the 7.4400 mark, to be a bit more vague and give you breathing room with your stops. So I think if you play it safe and use good risk management, you may catch on to a nice longer term position there. One well worth keeping an eye on. Before we leave you for the rest of this week, obviously there is news coming out in the UK. Still to come, but we also want to focus on the commodity market here. We looked at gold last week, and I want to show you gold on a weekly level. It's been holding up still just above 1200, so until it breaks below that 1200 level, there's a lot of positive signals in the market, not only on the Bollinger Band breakouts, but here on the support levels for possible pullbacks, long-term inverse head and shoulder pattern we can see here on a weekly level. So this oversold commodity in the short run, but maybe not the long run, is giving also potential for either continued ranging markets back to 1400 or even possible longer term reversals. So do keep an eye on that. Zooming here on the daily chart, just to show you that we've also had a confirmation on that level too, with another pin bar reversal candle, similar to the other currency pair we just analyzed. So that's another positive sentiment which you have in favor of reversals here back up towards 1400. Just to micromanage it down all the way on the 4-hour chart, you can see here quite a tight support level around about 1221. If it does break down and retest 1212, that doesn't necessarily mean that it won't continue to range in this upper and lower resistance and support line, and you have there that final reversal spike there, also just touching on the 1200 mark. So a lot of positive news here technically, and fundamentals seem to be almost aligned for that reversal. Guys, before you are left to your own devices for the remainder of the week, don't forget we do upload a daily signal each day to our site and our blogspot and our Facebook page with what we're trading, and we do have news coming out obviously on Thursday's market, which is quite major in Australia, with the Governor Stevens speaking there from the central bank, and also unemployment claims in the US. So have a great week, guys, and trade safe.